Somebody pulls aggro, base on 5, but morale stays idle. Boss too big, gears not right. Someone yells, stand it, now we fight. Laugh it off, respawn quick. Clip it cause you know that moment sticks. If you've ever stayed for the wipe, you're our kind. Donkeys, eyes locked tight. Say it with me, this is our night. Load it, hold fast, raise it up. If it hits the fan, we double down. No clean runs, no backing out. We build it loud, we burn it out. Load it, hold fast, you're in the crew. Every wild plan breaking through. If you're here when it all goes wrong, you belong. You belong. Good decisions later, bad decisions now. Drunken dragon gaming.
Mic off. Mic on.
Oh, goodness. All right. Hello and welcome to Drunken Dragon Gaming, where the drinks are cold, the meals are warm, and the games are on fire. Tonight we're back into our playthrough of Dragonwilds. Got more to do in the Fellhollow. We got some more gear upgrades to do. Well, not so much gear upgrades. I want to get a cosmetic. I want to get the new legs. We are going to want to continue our build here, and then we are going to take that house down there. And I think we are going to work towards trying to get that thing rebuilt, which means we are going to need a ridiculous amount of stone, because we're going to do it up in the new castle pieces that they gave us. So, all right. Well, without any further ado, I am joined by Mixire and Sam. Let me go and unmute myself over on Discord. All right, there we go. How we doing, guys?
Hey, good evening.
Oh. It has been a busy couple of days. And a disappointing couple of days. I got my new TV stand for the TV that I bought several months ago. And got the TV stand I put together. My wife and my daughter helped me put it together. They did a great job helping. And then came around time to put the feet on the TV and set it up. And got the TV up on the TV stand. Powered it on for the first time. And discovered that the screen had been destroyed in transit. But there was no way for me to make a claim on it because I've already had the thing for 8 months.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, a little disappointing there. And I mean, the screen is just absolutely shattered. And you can see where the hit happened on it, which I know didn't happen in our house, because the glass is actually broken. I mean, the little bit of tape that's on it is what's keeping the glass in place. So, that you know, to make it happen on TV like that, that takes a major hit. So I've had to order a new one. Which thankfully I had room on my firm, otherwise I wasn't going to be able to. So this will show up on Friday. But tonight we are going to be goofing off over in Fellhollow. trying to get some things done. And what I was just telling chat, one of the things we're going to need stupid amounts of stone. Because I'd like to really start looking at finally doing the rebuild on this base that I've been talking about for so long, and get the foundations done up in the which ones was it? Oh, that's right, I gotta get the farmhouse built too. Probably ought to focus on the farmhouse first, huh? But I wanted to do the castle foundations, which require stone blocks and oak planks for the house. Getting that nice hard stone look to it. And we're already doing the outer walls with the castle walls. I don't think we'll do the house with the castle walls. I just want the flooring. I just want the foundation to those castle walls. And the rest of the walls, I think, are going to be done with the cottage walls. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Hey, if you need me to go get stone, I'll go get stone.
Yep, stone is going to be definitely on the agenda tonight. We need to go get stoned. Oh no, wait, I didn't mean that.
So we're upgrading this location, or are we
Yeah.
gonna create a new location?
No, we're going to upgrade this location.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to have a second story, and that second story is where all the chests are going to move to, so that it's accessible by all the benches, and it stops arguing with us about whether or not chests are close enough to our workbenches. I did see that the update that's coming out tomorrow, they are, some of the chests are going to have some enhanced space in them. The chests are going to change their look. So the chests are actually going to look different. So for people that have done their builds with their chests, with the way that the chests currently look, they might be disappointed with their build because they're changing the graphics on the chests tomorrow. Because I've seen where people have actually built their floor with chests. So with that being changed tomorrow, hopefully that doesn't mess up too many people's builds. They are changing the range on the chests. All chests will be craftable from by our workbenches. Because apparently there's some kind of chest that's not craftable from. I don't know which one, because all of ours that we have are all linkable, and they're all linked. So one of the things that is nice that they're going to be adding in, though, so the weapon racks, coat racks, armor racks, that kind of stuff. I know we don't have this problem on our server, but I guess it's a problem on others. You'll be able to lock the rack, making it a personal rack, so that only you can access it. That way you don't have people coming and stealing your gear. Like I said, not something I'm real worried about on our server, but I guess it's an issue on other servers. I mean, we all kind of do the share and share alike. Okay, I am low on air runes. Or am I? Maybe. I'll make some more. Let's make some extra air runes just in case. Oh, dear God. That made a lot more than I expected. Okay, well, I am not going to need air runes for a very long time now. Because I've got over 3,000 of them on my person now. Yeah, and I heard you, McSire. You definitely sound on the rough side. You're down with the crud, huh?
Down
got
Yeah.
down with the sickness.
Absolutely. Okay. See, what I want is a storage box like what they have for the planks. I want a storage box for the stone like that. You know? So you just spit it straight into the box. Wouldn't that be nice?
I think so.
That, and I'd like to be able to fill stacks from outside the chest. Like they have in other games where I can just kind of do a drive-by, just hit the letter F as I'm running past the chest and just unload my inventory. Alright, let's double check where I'm at on my gear. Alright, so what I'm needing... I'm needing to get the recipe, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm short the recipe. This box has... Oh, we only have 51 soul fragments. Okay. So it'll be a little while before I can get that. Alright, well then, I think maybe what we'll do is I will go and deal with the warband. Whoa! Ow! They got inside. How did they get inside? Is there a spot up here they were able to get over? No, I don't see anywhere they could have gotten up and over with. So how did they get inside? Why does this look like that? Why has this wall got some weird edges on it? Somebody did it different than I did, I see. And, okay, there we go. Jeez. storm's a little active. I think that's got potatoes going on right now. Alright, so the farmhouse. Yeah, I think I know I'm going to do that. So I just realized I need to get the farmhouse built. I'm just not happy with our current farm setup. Also waiting for this thunderstorm to be done. Where's our... That's what I'm looking for. Farming. You're getting pretty close to that. Scarecrow. That's what I'm looking for. Level 60. Wow. Alright, so I've still got ways to go on my farming to get where I want to be. Chat, how y'all doing tonight? Hope your week has started out alright. No, that was not what I wanted. Pushed the wrong button. Sort. Please. Thank you. Alright. Alright, now.
Okay, there it goes. I think there was a big hiccup.
Yes. Yes, very much a big hiccup. Oh. And the window lied to me. Now that's fine, but Still. Alright, that cleared those out. Put the ear seeds in here. Alright, where are my pumpkin seeds? There we are. That's what we want right there. Alright, give me my spade. Give me the watering can. Give me compost buckets. Alright, let's go do a little bit of farming. Try and plan for our food. Okay. No. Most of them. It is why I want to get the farmhouse moved, so we actually get all of our farming all done in one place. One last plant to get all composted up. Helps if you actually equip the compost bucket. Okay. Alright, pumpkins are all composted and ready to go. Go refill this bucket so we don't have that weird number going. We can throw the weeds in here as well. all this away. It is getting moved over here to the raw ingredients. Oh, we have a whole bunch of pumpkin that hasn't been cooked. Wish I'd checked that before I grew a whole bunch of pumpkins. I just saw we were low on... Well... I'm going to let the pumpkins cook. I'm going to grab a quick smoke, and then we'll explore into getting our farmhouse built, and then head over to the Fellhollow for a little while and see what else we can do over there. Right now, Sam's helping us collect some stone. That's why you hear him running back and forth. I'm not sure what's going to be on the docket for tomorrow night, chat. I think we might even look into playing one of the demos off the Next Fest. I'm thinking about maybe jumping in a Belt of Iron and seeing what that's all about. I think we pretty much wrapped up what we can do in Windrose. Other than just, you know, doing more building on the house and that kind of stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, I'd happily just jump right back into Windrose and play some more of that demo. Out of curiosity, Sam, you got any soul shards left over on your place that you're not that you would be willing to donate?
I got some I can go and get.
That would be very cool of you.
Not a problem.
I know
Get this stone.
I know those things take forever to get because it's real random as whether or not they drop them or not.
Whoa! Hey, what the?
What happened? You have a weirdness, Sam?
Well, one of those exploding plants in the iron going into the vault up by the
Yeah.
where I'm at respawned.
Oh.
So I'm like, whoa, hey,
That's unexpected.
surprise.
We had a good time at Cub Scouts tonight. The kids had a grand time making a mess. Actually, to be perfectly honest, they did a really great job of not making a mess, which was honestly very impressive with the project I gave them. We made bird feeders. And not the, recycle a 20-ounce bottle and cut holes in it and put a stick in it to put bird seed in. No, we did the pinecone bird feeder with peanut butter and bird seed. So, that stuff's a hot mess. But the kids had a grand time making them. And it was funny seeing the differences because some of them were very minimalist and some of them were very maximist. One of the boys, he put so much peanut butter on his pine cone that you couldn't even tell that he still had a pine cone.
Whoops.
Can burnt pumpkin be composted? There's a good question.
I think it can.
It can. All right. That gives me a place to put all that burnt food. Ooh. We got... Wow. Viewership's just exploding tonight. Alright guys, be on your best or worst behavior. We got 87 viewers tonight so far, and we just started. Alright, so what I was saying last time we were playing is that this big freaking rock is going to be kind of in my way of the build. So what I'm hoping I can do, I gotta be careful how I do this build. But the farmhouse I want over here on this upper tier. So I gotta figure this out. So let me grab some stone and some oak planks. While you're grabbing that stone stuff, guys, I'm gonna work on the farmhouse build a little bit. So at least we can finally get it moved. Do we have any oak planks? Yeah, we got a few. Alright. And now I'm a little overweight. Oh my goodness, what is happening tonight? Okay. So let's see if we can figure out best way to build up and over this thing. So I'm thinking what I've got to do is I need to start like here. Kind of give us a oh, that's built at an angle. And I gotta get something up underneath that so that it thinks it's more secure.
Okay, I put 69 in the chest for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're a gentleman of star, no matter what McStar said about you. Oh, I need more material to build that. Okay. Is this gonna work? Yeah, I guess the farmhouse doesn't need to be too big. And we can kind of build stairs to give it a second level, maybe? Hey, John. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Build's not working out quite how I pictured. This is going to get in the way of other plots. Oh. But I wanted to have a bigger area for farm plots. May have to use that flat area down there. May have to just go ahead and chop up those ash logs that have been sitting there for forever and a day. Get them out of the way. And we might need to consider using that flat area there next to the house as one of the farm plots. And then we can kind of do one with done in rows over here to give us some extra farm plots. And then we expand this one out towards that wall to give us another 5 farm plots. So we can have a 15 farm plot thing there for stuff from Fellhollow. Not sure. Oh, thank you so much, John. Yes, it'd be fantastic if we got a few likes on the stream. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just saw. Nope, no, they definitely didn't get in from there. Still trying to figure out how that warband got inside the base. Or if we were just too slow getting to the entrance and they just made it in. Oh, okay. Oh, I used up all the stone. Okay. Well, let's go grab some more stone, because I know we got plenty of stone blocks down there. I mean, that could work. It needs to have an interior area that we're going to keep the seeds and the compost. Exterior area for the rain barrels. How much space am I currently using? Not much. Alright, so if all that fits there, and 2 composters have been more than enough for us so far. That, we want to move the berries to their own little area. We may put the berries down here. The berries might stay down here in this lower area. Since after you fertilize and water them, they never need to be watered or fertilized again. This way we can get our different foods being made. And we can use the red berries for compost. We can use the burnt pumpkin for compost. We can use the weeds for compost. But the weeds, we kind of want to hang on to because we need it also for the plant cure. So... Wow. Viewership keeps climbing tonight, guys. I think this is the most I've had without a raid. Oh no, I did have a heck of a raid on a Saturday. I was playing Windrose, which I'm thoroughly enjoying. And it's close to time for me to wrap up. I had about half an hour left of my time. And I had like 20, 30 viewers, and then raid popped in and he dropped 2,600 people on me. Which is awesome. Oh, John, I think that command, I think it's a exclamation like space and the number of the current likes. I think that's how we have that one set up. Okay. Did I grab stone? I didn't. I went and did other things and then forgot to grab the stone. Oh, those are my ankles. Grab another stack of stone. Oh, now I'm rarely overweight. Okay. That's gonna take me a hot minute to walk back up there. I'm trying to hide the boulder, Sam. So hopefully this looks okay.
I'm okay with it.
Wind step is useless when you can't jump. Can I squeeze you? Aha. Of course, it's going to want more at the bottom. Oh. Delete. Oh well, I've already run out of stone blocks. Oh, this won't go down the entire foundation? Okay, okay, yeah, we can make that work. That's still doable. Alright. Okay, yeah, that clears that up. Still doesn't leave a good way to get up into it. That feels... Okay, it's a little tight on this side. We might still be able to make that work. It's this front side here. Oh, maybe... Oh no, there's an idea. Okay. Maybe the entrance to the farmhouse is on this side. Pull the stairs out here. And then that outside edge there, that'll be for the rain catchers. Okay. I think we have an idea. Let's just grab the 24 for now. Try this as our idea. Stairs. Yeah, 45-degree stairs, definitely. I don't know, will it look better with 30-degree stairs? Kinda does. But here, this has to be 45. No way around that. Why is that fitting funny? Did I? Oh, I see. That was a me problem. Huh. We can do that. Okay. So what kind of beams do we want to do? Do we want to do the cottage beams? The cabin beams? Or the castle beams? I'm thinking I like the cottage beams for this. Those look really nice. Yeah. Question is, do we have any oak logs left that we haven't cut into planks? We don't have any in here. We do have some oak logs here, okay. Might be able to... Oh, this might be enough to do the frame. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Well, in the new build, Sam will have a door that goes out to the backyard. It's not going to be the whole having to run around the entire house just to get around to the farm.
All right.
Well, I don't know about you, but having to run around the entire house just to get to the farm area is a little annoying.
There's a certain logic in that.
Should this be built up a little bit higher? No, I don't think it needs to go up any higher. So we need the... Well, I figure I've been talking about this build long enough that it was about time I actually did something about it. You know? Alright, now for the roofing. Roofing on this. We're going to do this with the corners, I think. Question is, do we want to go with the castle roof? Or do we want to go with cottage roof? You know what? We want the cottage beams. I think it makes sense. I don't need 60 degree. We'll do 30 degree here. Okay. Apparently I'm going to need oak logs. So I guess that'd be my request to Mixar. Mixar, can you get us some oak logs? Thanks, sir. Yeah, don't turn them into planks. 'Cause I need the logs to finish the roof up there. In the meantime, what does it take to make the rain catchers? Rain catcher. Oh, those cost vault cores. Oh. How much clean water per day will a well let you get? And will it let me stick it on a foundation? No, you cannot put a well on the foundation. Well has to be put on the actual ground. Looks like. Oh no, I have to have stone. That was the problem. I don't have the materials for it. Okay. Well, let's build one. Oh, it's got 700. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We'll build a couple of those and we're good to go. We don't have to worry about the rain catchers. Alright, now I got materials in my pocket. Let's see if it'll let me build it up here on this foundation. No, cannot be built on foundation. It has to be built down on the ground. Okay. Alright, well then we'll come up with a place that those are gonna go. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch what you said, McSire. Let's see. Each rain catcher holds 300. Each well holds 700. I've got 8 rain catchers, which is way overkill for us. 2 wells. You know? Oh, that's the thought. Okay. I got a thought. We're gonna put a well next to each of our farm plot types. So our section for willow, it'll have 1 well. Section for the oak will have 1 well. Section for the ash will have 1 well. And that way, when you're watering, you get the well right there for you. No running back and forth for water. The water's just right there. Which means I don't know what I'm doing with that build up there anymore. Other than being a storage spot for seeds and whatnot. And even that's a little much. Okay, hold on. I gotta rethink my idea again. Well, here's what I'm thinking, Sam. I might tear down what I've already built up there as far as what's going to be for the farmhouse. Instead of having a big kind of a big farm shed, maybe build a small farm shed next to each of the plots. And that way you have a chest that has the seeds that are specifically for that type of farm plot.
I think I like that idea.
And then they'll have their own well. They'll have their own compost. Although I think they'll need, each one will have its own compost. And the compost really can be filled. We can make a red berry field that's being used for nothing but making compost. I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, I'm thinking tinier farm sheds rather than going big, go small. Because building the big chest in there just for seeds, specifically for that type of farm plot, helps us keep the seeds differentiated between where do you plant this seed at. You don't have to figure it out. You can go, okay, these seeds go here. Because, you know, it says, you know, goes in a Gorenfell plot, goes in a... It gives us these regions that aren't really mentioned anywhere in the game unless you actually read the lore. You know, instead of saying it goes in an ash plot or an oak plot or a willow plot, it gives us these weird region names that aren't even the names of the regions that we're in. So, alright, remember we just a moment chat and grab a quick smoke while we rethink this farming build. The challenge is going to be getting the farm plots laid out the way we want to, but I think we do it in rows. And then have a nice spacer in between them. That might be the way to go. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I actually like that idea. Still going to be a complicated build. Because with the slope and the way the farm plots work, they don't like to play nice with each other because the farm plots don't have stamping points on the bottom of them, so that you can't make, you know, little stair step beds. But if I start farther over on this side, the side closer to the cliff, the ground is, even though it's sloped one direction, it's not sloped the other direction. So we can do it in rows along there and kind of work our way down. And then on the end where it slopes down, that's easier for us to throw down a foundation or something to be able to put in the little shed. I think that'll make farming nicer and a bit more convenient for us too. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But this takes a little extra planning. That means what I built just now needs to come down, because that idea is now defunct. And honestly, I need to wait until after the pumpkins have finished growing. And then we're going to tear out the willow plots. We're going to tear out all the stuff that we built here in the backyard and just redo it into a way that might work. No, actually this thing slopes downhill both directions right from the get-go. Why did I decide to make a farm back here? Well, why'd you let me do that, Sam?
Okay.
So, why'd you let me plant a farm back here in the backyard?
Sure, it's your server.
Yeah, you didn't tell me how complicated it was going to be. Then again, I don't think you were doing a whole lot of farming at the time either.
Nope. Still don't do a whole lot of farming.
Alright. Put the pumpkins do their thing. I think we'll probably still need the oak logs though. Just because I like the look of them. They'll make for a nice looking shed. Yeah, probably do them 2 foundations wide. 2 foundations wide, 2 foundations deep. So it'll be a 2x2 shed. That'll look nice. Okay. Which lets me do the 2 wide, coming down that direction. Don't know if we're going to get around to rebuilding that house tonight. rebuilding that house is going to be a major undertaking. I'm also with you on the idea of going, let's try building in a different spot. It's just that, we've already built the big wall on this thing and everything, and we build another place, we're going to abandon this place. But I'm looking at something. Can we get up there? I want to see if we can get up there. 'Cause that looks... Huh. You've given me a... Oh my goodness, that's a lot of rats. Excuse us, passing through. I'm wanting to check something. Oh. This could be... it's still a bit more slopey, but it could work. Stop that. Busy surveying a spot to see if it would be a potential logical place to move in the same area. But honestly, now that I'm up here, it's got too many sharp angled ridges. It's just not going to work. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely an idea. This would be a lot of trees to chop down. Plus, it's got the big pond in the middle. We'd have to... This will take some design work. Oh my goodness, look at all these trees that have been downed. Can I get more than 3? I cleared out some of them. Or were you thinking about maybe getting a place a little bit more centralized? We'd wind up with a bit rougher raids because it'd be the Garou coming after us. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I got nobody responding to me, so I'm sitting going, okay, I'm wondering if I'm actually still here.
With the amount of teleporters that we got going on, I don't think a centralized base is a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. And instead, build one that we like the look of the area and go with it that way. So as you know, so if you look from out here, Cornholio, well, damn it, of course it's foggy now. Now you can't see it. If you stand out here on the platform and you kind of look south and look just above the castle wall, I don't know if you can see it from here with it being as foggy as it is right now, but there's a cliff there that's got a relatively flat area up there. But, I mean, the amount of rebuilding that would have to be done, I think I'd still lean towards just working on rebuilding this place and just go with that.
I think rebuilding this would be your best bet.
Yeah. Alright. That'll be our plan. Maybe not tonight, but soon.
Where do you want the oak?
Oak goes in the box in here. The box, the wood box next to your bed. Thank you. And yeah, McSire, I'm in that build and then rethink the build mode, so alright, we got pumpkin seeds back. Now, those farming plots I think we're probably going to tearing down. I've got another 100 pumpkins being cooked. I'd like to pick them up though, so that I can get the cooking XP. So I'm just gonna stand here so I can burn a bunch of pumpkin. Otherwise, I leave a bunch of stuff in y'all's way. Hey, could we be running out and doing the vault and stuff? Yeah. But we're also working on, trying to get the house set up. Especially with the new stuff that's coming out tomorrow. And there's not a lot coming out, but they're adding a lot more stuff to Fellhollow. There's going to be new quests, new quest lines, extended quest lines. And that's in preparation for Ashenfall coming out within the next couple of months. Alright. I'm gonna grab a smoke then while I'm collecting the cooked pumpkin. Try leveling up my cooking so I burn less stuff. So chat, I mean, if y'all are enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of the different survival games and stuff that I've been doing, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be able to catch more of the stuff that I've been doing. I do have some survival games on the docket that I'm going to be adding to the rotation. Probably once I get the servers set up. Still working on finishing up the fine-tuning on the dedicated server. It'll be the dedicated server will be a little bit of a combination. It's going to have some games set up that are going to be set up for our members, and so they'll be the members community servers. Probably like my Icarus server will be set up as a members community server. So Sam, the difference is going to happen with the Icarus server. I'm really hoping I can transfer the save over.
I would hope so too.
Well, I mean, we put a lot of work into that build. I'd really like to keep that build with the visitor center and everything,
Oh yeah,
but
that was a good build.
The challenge that we ran into was it started kind of lagging out on us. We started having some lag issues.
Yeah.
And I think that's because I was hosting on Nitrado, and it was limited to 8 gigs of RAM, maximum. It couldn't go any farther. That's maxed out. And not to share finances or anything, but that server was costing me $50 a month. Well, now I've got a metal box server that's got 128 gigs of RAM, and I can say, hey, I want you to put 16 gigs of RAM towards Icarus.
Yeah.
So, I'm doing a lot of work in the background trying to get this dedicated server finished up, so that a lot of the games that we enjoy playing, I'd love to get back into Icarus. Icarus is, man, there's been so much stuff that's been added to Icarus since the last time I played. I'm also looking at getting back into Valheim. Possibly. I don't know. I got burned out on Valheim. And I think the thing that burnt me out was the newest region update that they gave. Because you get out there and man, it just chews on your video card. So that was a bit of a challenge for me there. But there's definitely several others that I've got in the lineup that I'm wanting to do. And what I want to start doing, I've noticed a few other streamers that do this, especially the ones that play games like I do. They throw a poll into the community going, all right, what's the next game you want to see me doing? So I think I'm going to do that and see what kind of votes we get. I like our Monday nights with Dragonwilds because we have nights where it's exciting and chaotic, and then we have other nights where it's chill and relaxed. Oh, hold on. I have to reply to a text. I have a Cub Scout parent messaging me. Provided my phone wants to play nice. Ah. Oh, come on, phone. You want to let me finish typing? That'd be great. This is the problem of having an older phone. Oh, here you go, Sam. I got a fun story for you with the scouts.
Okay.
So one of my scouts wasn't able to make it last week, and today his dad, explained to me why they weren't able to make it last week. Not that they need to give me an excuse why they couldn't make it. I'm not sitting going, you didn't make it, you don't get. No, I'm not that kind of scout leader. I just can't do that for kids. But apparently, the week prior to that, one of the kids in his school had pink eye. All right.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, not good. But this young man made it worse because he was curious. This is how first graders work. And he says, well, I touched his eye, and then I touched my eye. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
So the little boy literally gave himself pink eye.
His parents must be so proud.
All his dad could do is just shake his head. He's just like, I don't know. I don't know what to say to this. Hey, Helga. Oh, I have a message from... Oh, I got somebody recommending a demo to me. I might have to check that out tomorrow. Looks interesting. Spacecraft. Hi, Helga. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Oh, gonna make Helga get up and dance even when she's sitting here just watching my chat. All right, Helga, you gotta get up and dance. You gotta tell us you danced. Or we start telling the rest of the chat that they have to dance for Helga. There's a good question. Oh, funny. I'm being recommended that by multiple people. Okay, so Spacecraft will be tomorrow night's stream. Because I was trying to set up what I was playing tomorrow night, so I guess it's going to be Spacecraft. let me do a quick. Sorry, chat. I know when I click off screen, it makes the music go away. Alright, there we go. I've responded. Now, back to figuring out this mess. Alright, we are going to break down all this. I want to repair mode, delete. Yep. It's all coming down. So is all this. Oh, this is going to make me overweight. But alright, clean up on all three. Oh, get out of that build mode. I gotta clean up everything I tore down first. Oh, there's gonna be room in our boxes. I don't see any more sparklies on this hill, but because the game does kind of glitch out from time to time, can you take a glance up on this hill where the farm was and tell me if you see sparklies, Sam? I think I got it all cleaned up, but I just want to make sure.
I think you got it.
Okay. Alright, so new idea on the build. Let's grab our willow logs. Let's start with those. Hey, Kay, how are you? Oh, hey, Solar, how are you? Good to see you. I just replied to you, Solar. Oh, and Kay loves your name, Sam.
Oh, thank you.
K, Q. I say K because it looks like K in Spanish. I'm doing all right. Hey, things have been better. Things have been worse. Wait, you're just gonna let me build that there? Oh, yeah, see, that's what I thought. Okay. See, this is what I don't like about the farm building in this. Come on. Okay, so this has to be lined up again. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, of course you can't attach right to that one. Make my life even more difficult. That gives us plenty of plots to work with there. Oh yeah, I know, Autumn's having a rough time of it right now, huh? Right now, I need to make a spacer. That needs oak logs. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not going to need the willow logs anymore. Willow can be put away. I want to need extra oak. So I need oak for the stairs. But I also need oak for the next row of the farm. Oh, that's not gonna... That's not gonna work how I want it to. Well, I mean, it gives me the spacer that I want for that. So I can at least do this. Wait, that lined up nicely for a second. Those stairs are going to be useless. This is going to be such a crappy looking farm. Makes me unhappy. Makes me sad. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to work, it's going to function, it's going to look nice. But at the same time, it's just nice, not nice and neat. But then again, when is a farm ever actually really nice and neat unless you've got the ability to actually completely level out the ground? No, terraforming is not an option. I have to work with the terrain as it is. That's part of the frustration. And it won't be an option in the game because to be able to add that kind of option in the game, they'd have to go back and rework the entire engine. And then it would be a matter of reworking combat and the way the AI works, because if you can terraform to force combat to go the way you want it to, you know, it has a lot of parts to it that make it just not quite viable. And these have to touch the ground. At some point. It's very finicky and picky about how these farm plots work. I'd love to do that too, okay, but because it actually has to touch the ground, has to touch the soil. Like, I can't put down foundation and just put them down on top of it. And there is no dirt structure to use. So I promise you, if there was a dirt structure to use, I'd be all over that thing right now. Yeah. Give me a little spacer there. Alright. Now we're going to swap out the ash. I mean, this is still going to function and do what we want it to. And it's still going to look nice once this house has been built up. This house is going to get a second story to it. But the whole house has to come down first. Because I want to rebuild it with the newer materials. This thing is built with the beginning materials because this is the very first house that we built. Yeah. Well, and that was the thing. I wanted the stairs. Kind of be a spacer in between the different plots, because like these are your willow farming plots. These are your oak farming plots, and the next ones that we're going to do are going to be the ash farming plots. And having them all together. And then the goal is that we're going to build some kind of a little structure, a little shed at the end of each of these. Now really I want to build it on this end because this is the higher up end. And so like when we cast our spell that waters all the plants and everything, it'll cascade down. But I mean, my beginning farm, my starting farm area was over here. That's my little beginning farm area. Which, you know, that doesn't look bad. And that area may still wind up with farm in it. Got some specific stuff that I'm looking at potentially growing in there. Some of these berries that you see there sparkling there, those berries, unlike other plants, you can just harvest them over and over and over again. You don't have to replant them. Unfortunately, they keep giving you seeds. And there's not a trash can to throw the seeds into. What you got, Sam?
No, I'm just being annoying.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stand out here at the gate this time. I want to see where the heck they came from. I want to know how they got into the base. I'm looking for the warband. I hear him.
Oh man, they spawned. Looks like they spawned inside. They're coming over the wall over here.
Oh. So are they spawning on? Oh, I see. They spawned on the wall.
Dev's
Right.
told you that's not going to be an option for you.
Okay. So they're coming in here. So I need to figure out something to do about this area. Well, see, the way that AI works, because the warband comes from up in that fort right up there, you know, so they typically come in from the path of least resistance. So the question is, how do they get in here? At least that's how it was previously. Could be with one of the updated patches that it's doing something different now. Alright, I'm grabbing smoke before we do the ash plots. Once we put the ash plots in, that'll have the farm kind of sort of set. We won't have the sheds in place yet, but I'm still debating on the shed because I've got these rows close enough to each other that we really could do it all with one shed. And just kind of space out the chests. You know, the chest is closer to the willow, goes to the willow, chest goes to the oak, goes to the oak, chest goes to ash, goes to ash. The only downside to this is when we go out adventuring and whatnot, you're wanting to empty your inventory. You're not going to be able to just dump everything in the house. Because if you pick up seeds, the seeds have to come out here. So, but now I'm in a position to be able to grow a good bit of irrit, a good bit of corpse cotton. You know, we're in a good place. And I figure 18 plots for each farm type should be plenty for us. Like, if we're needing to grow stuff for the, is it the pumpkin soup or the pumpkin spice infusion? I think it's the pumpkin spice infusion that needs the irrit. You know, we could grow the pumpkins and the irrit at the same time. Or, you know, do an entire 18 plots of corpse cotton. You know. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm thirsty. I'll have some pumpkin spice infusion. I was like a little hungry too, so let's eat that. Alright. Big Sarah wants to go to sleep. So I'll go climb on my bed. There you go, Mixer. We're all rested up. Alright, now build ash. Okay, ash is logs as well. Alright. Where do you want me to go? I'm trying to build. Or are you saying farewell? I know Mixer's not feeling great, so. That's why y'all can't hear him on chat tonight, because his voice is toast. Can I build? What will you? No, you won't. Of course you won't. You're gonna make this really extra lopsided, aren't you? It's not in the air. It's on the ground. Oh, you're gonna make me question my sanity. Oh, but that one's not in the air? Okay. Well, we're not growing a lot of this stuff anyways. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's one plot shorter than the others. We'll keep them all even-ish. Oh, of course. You are willing to play nice. Wait, what's that spell? There's a spell. Okay, let me check my spell book. Wait a minute. Spell book. This was not in my spell list. Alright. Let's add that there. I can line up a little bit better this way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Okay. Not the greatest looking farm, but it's definitely going to be functional. Okay. I'll worry about digging up all the weeds and stuff out of this later. At least we've got this sort of kind of going. Yeah, I think it's got to have the stairs. The stairs at least help tie it together. How's that look from down there, Sam?
Hold on a sec. That looks pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I still need to add more stairs and stuff into it, but
I like the fact that you put this little pathway so you can get up and down in between the rows.
Yeah. Well, my plan is to actually have the stairs fill in those pathways. But yeah, I wanted to have a separator that separated each of the different plot types. But now that I've thought about this and I'm looking at it, what do you think of this idea? We already know we're going to be tearing down the house, but the house is going to keep relatively the same shape and size. So what if I took this area here, and turned this into our farm shed for the seeds and everything? Because if you look at the way that I've got that all laid out, I don't have good spots on either side of this to put a farm shed at the end of each of the different types of rows. You know, I don't have a good spot to be able to put a spot for the willow seeds or the oak seeds or the ash seeds. Whereas I could build a small shed here and do 3 separate chests. 1 chest for the ash, 1 chest for the oak, 1 chest for the willow. I do still think I want to put a well at the end of each of these.
Yeah, if you want to put the shed right here.
It still keeps it, you know, in a nice spot for the farm. And then the way the house design is going to work, the idea that I have, because we tossed around this idea previously, but it wasn't going to work because of how we had the chests going. But since all the chests are going to move upstairs, I can take this spot right here in the middle of the house and have it as a back door that goes out to the farm.
Yeah.
Just thought. So, yeah, I think I might throw in some kind of foundation material up underneath these farm plots, at least here at the very, very edge, just so they don't look like they're just floating in the air. But it can't be that. That looks silly. Could work with that. And that's too extreme. So, yeah, let's have to work with cottage foundations to try to fill in these gaps. Yeah, that or that's an. Hey, filling the gaps will still be good, but what if? All right, chat. Tell me what you think of this. What if when we do our rebuild, the foundation is pretty much going to stay the same. You can see we have one of the pieces of the cobblestone foundation we plan on doing this with, anyways, sitting there. So this all wind up having a stone foundation, right? But then from here, have a door, but have it with a walk path. Because it looks to me that the edge of that matches this. So you have a walk path. Don't worry about walking down the water or anything. You can just walk straight to the farm. So basically, have an interesting bridge that comes out from the house over to the farm area. I think that could work out looking rather nice. The teardown on this is going to be a brutal mess. Because we got to make sure we got extra chests, lots of extra chests, so we can empty out the chests inside the house to move their contents out somewhere else until we get this thing rebuilt. So that'll be a project for next time. Oh, and just thinking about this, best place to do that, we've got this nice big open area right here. We could build a bunch of chests here to transfer everything from the chests. Hey, Da Vinci, how are you tonight? Good to see you. I think we can put just use this area as a staging area. Move all our chests out here. You know, so I'll have to build a bunch of chests. We'll empty the chests and just kind of transfer all the materials out here, so that when we start tearing stuff down, we don't have the chests fall apart and all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of crap on the ground. You know?
Yeah.
And then we can finally get the stone foundations done all the way around. We can fix our area out here with the smelters and everything. Because honestly, since we have the castle stuff now, since we got the castle stuff now, especially with the smelters and stuff, I'm thinking of these kilns and smelters and everything. It'll look better if they're on an actual stone foundation. So use castle foundations back here for them to sit on. Because seeing a furnace and whatnot sitting on top of wood, I don't know about you, but it just feels odd.
Yeah.
You know, you got metal that just got smelted in the furnace. It just pops out onto this raw wood on the ground. It's like, I think I would have some scorch marks at the bare minimum. And I think the upper level, we talked about this a couple of streams ago, leaving the downstairs with this kind of shape, with the U shape that we're running with, but take the upstairs and make it more of a square shape, which makes perfect sense, because that means the middle would be where the chests are going, so all the benches can access it. But then I also was thinking that we might add a upstairs walk around porch, which also works to our advantage, so that, you know, when the warband attacks, since they seem to be spawning inside the base now, we can just run over there and just, you know, I throw fire, you throw arrows, we're good to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, tonight chat was a bit more of a building and planning stream. Also getting us raw materials ready for all the different foods that we need. I still need to. Hey, we're talking about putting a little farm shed here because, to be honest, trying to build on this slope is a serious challenge. That was the other reason I was going to try to put the shed down there, Sam. It's because trying to build a shed on this slope.
Oh yeah. That's not it.
I mean, could I make it happen? Probably, but would it look good? Probably not, because we've got our because of our build limitations. And the farm's looking nice. I think this is moving forward in a direction that is really close to what I was wanting to do. It's not what I wanted, but when I started building it and I realized my limitations, I had to accept my limitations and run with that. But this, hey, there's 18 plots for every growth area. The one spot that I'm unhappy with is right here. Because this plot that I'm standing on, that we're standing on,
Yeah.
even though I tried pushing it up against this other one, and you can see it is well within the ground, right?
Yeah.
It kept going, this can't be in the air. And so I had to bring it, so I had to move it those 6 inches so it didn't think that it was hanging in the air. So there's something right in that spot that, you know, I mean, it's just it's a gap in the development. I'd like to see them do some more with the farming with these plots so that I can actually line them up a bit nicer. Because I mean, you know, the plot's full of dirt. You know, it's obviously dirt from a different region, because you can't tell me that the wood bordering the plot is, you know, what makes the difference. You know? I get how the special wood bordering plot, you know, kind of signifying, all right, this is this plot. This is what we can grow here. This is what we can do here. But because they're filled with dirt, I don't see any reason that I can't. And obviously, I mean, they're higher up than the ground. I don't see any reason I couldn't put those down on top of a foundation or anything.
Pretty sure they thought they had a good reason for it.
Oh. Well, that's what they get for thinking.
How dare they?
Exactly.
Well, I got you a whole chest full of stone blocks.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So
we'll be ready for the rebuild next time.
Yep.
Hey, we rebuilt the farm tonight, so I mean, that's we got the beginning of the rebuild going. And that's the thing, chat. You know, when you start doing a rebuild, that is not a single session project. Thank you so much for grabbing all that stuff.
Not a problem.
And we didn't even touch the Fellhollow tonight.
Nope.
And we still have what, 1 or 2 vaults still to go?
2 vaults.
2 vaults? Okay. And doing a vault, that's an entire session, as we already discovered.
Session or 2.
Yeah.
All right. Good night.
All right, buddy. Have a good night. Yeah, we're moving along pretty good. really trying to give some thought into this farm shed. I shouldn't require that much thought, but for some reason, my brain is going, I gotta plan this out just right. Because I'm thinking about with, what was that, 36 plus another 18. Apparently I can't do math. What the heck is 9 times 6? Is that 54? Yeah, I think it's 54. So that's 54 plots. That is a lot of compost. So you figure, what is it, each plot requires 50 compost. So at 54 plots with 50 compost, that's a minimum. If we're planting in all the plots all at the same time, that's a minimum of at least 3 composters. So we're going to need to have ourselves a field of berries so we can make, have compost just running all the time. Now, do we need all this farming? Do we need all this stuff? Some of it, yes. Some of it, no. But we don't know what's coming up in the future. So I'm also trying to plan ahead for the future. I don't think I'm going to build the farm shed here until we start doing the rebuild there. That way the farm shed attaches properly. I think that's going to be the right way to do it. And then I think we're going to build a little bridge over the little water. It's going to be a little tiny bridge, but still it's going to be a bridge. Just try to make it look nice. Alright, well, we've gotten quite a bit done tonight. I mean, rebuilding and planning out the new farm has been on the project list for quite some time. Also, the farm shed will have a workbench in it, or the crafting table, so that we can repair the spade. So, like, if I pull a spade over here now, do I repair this here? No, I don't. That gets repaired here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, see, that costs a steel bar. So, but you can see how this particular chest, it's got just a whole bunch of random stuff in it. But it's got a whole bunch of seeds. We'll probably put the tree seeds in its own separate box, but the stuff that we're actually needing to grow, like the potatoes, they'll have their own box that the stuff that goes in the Brindmore plots goes into, and then your swamp weed and snapdragon and whatnot, they'll have their cornfield plots they go into. And then when you look at, if I can find it, where's the pumpkin seeds? Where did the pumpkin seeds go? It's potato. Watermelon. There we go. Planted in Fellhollow plots. And we got ridiculous amounts of watermelon seeds. And the watermelon is really one of the most useless plants that we have in the game right now. So we'll have the chest kind of divided up where you'll have the a chest for the tools for farming. You know, you'll have your compost buckets, your spades, your watering cans. You'll have 3 other chests, 1 chest for each one of the seed types. And when I say seed types, I don't mean 1 chest for potato. I mean 1 chest for Brynmore, 1 chest for Gornfell, 1 chest for Fellhollow. At which point we can kind of clear this chest out and kind of clean stuff up a bit. Because right now this thing's a bit of a miscellaneous Fellhollow chest. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could kind of get this stuff cleaned up and separated. But we're growing specifically the stuff that we need for our foods. So, like this right here, this requires pumpkin, potatoes, and cabbage. So we already know we're going to have to make potatoes and cabbage. And we're a little low on cabbage right now. Whereas, scroll up and you look at the... Oops, I clicked a button. Look at this. This requires the water, the pumpkins, and the ear. What button did I hit on my mouse to change my... There we go. That's better. Okay. So this lets us know what we need to be growing. Pumpkin, ear. Oh, Mixar will be happy. I don't want to get him started on this. We need clean water. We are out of water. But we can work on that next time. I think for tonight, we will go ahead and wrap things up. So, just a second. Let's see who's on. Let's go visit, you know what? We were talking about Icarus earlier tonight. Let's go visit Robots. They're playing some Icarus tonight. Hashtag DDG Raid. Let them know I sent you. And you guys have a great night. And I'll catch you on the next one.
dragged every monster through the pixel rain. Screens dim slow, but the heart stays loud. We stand together like a storm-born crowd. Not just viewers, now you're part of the crew. Every wave hits harder 'cause we roll with you. Ash in the air, bass thunder our feet. Another long night, but we don't retreat. Glow on the screen like an ember in steel. You stay till the end, and that's something real. So hit that like, hit subscribe before you fade. Dragons don't sleep, we just live to the shade. This fire don't die, it just waits for the rain. We'll be back again. Dragons don't fade. We break new worlds, we rebuild them twice. Turn wreckage into kingdoms with a roll of the dice. With pie on the flank and the chaos inbound, we grind till the dawn where the legends are found. Every glitch, every joke, every victory scream. It's not just a stream, it's a whole damn team. You show up strong, yeah, you carry the flame. DDG ain't a channel, it's a name. Hold that spark, keep it burning low. Let the memory hum like a drum beat slow. When the next run calls and the worlds collide, you'll hear that roar and you'll know we arrived. So hit that